Guys, how is it going? This has got to be fast. I need to be on the Hornet Fixer show where we'll hear John and nobody else in about 35-40 minutes from now. So, what are we looking at? Golden Ale, not to be confused with Golden Showers, from Samuel Adams. And let's see, let's just... haven't used the anal surprise in a while. A long while. And we'll talk about all of the way it smells while we're pouring, so that we yeah, it smells like beer from here. We gotta be on it for Mr. Yeah, it smells like beer. Cheers. Oh, that's so goldeny and ale-like. Fuck, did they get that right or what? Now, if the dude that stole the airplane, I don't even know where he landed. Maybe he didn't have a water landing. Well, if he would have had a water landing and he had those anywhere strapped to the plane, that would have never gone down. He would have walked right out of there. Okay. Actually, it smells like, kind of smells like shit, to be honest. Not really digging the flavor either. But, in all fairness, there's no fairness here. Let's get right onto the comments. Late for the I Heart Club was... well, actually, yeah, late for the I Heart Club was, oh no, he made the first one, then he had 3 more comments. I really love the I Heart Club, Whiskey, Sorry, No, Sorry, Grappa, No, Shine. Those are all from Aunt Keck. I'm not going to hit the I Heart Club again, because I don't want it to confuse him. We'll just move right on to Delicious IPA. And I had 2 more of those yesterday, and they are delicious. Ben N coming in first again. Ed was second. See, this is how I can get, like, this is, I'm sorry, but if you guys are gonna, like, communicate with each other, that's fine. On days like today, I can't hit all the sub comments, because I would have had to read like 7 more comments and just 2 comments. Crazy Scotsman was third. Crazy Scotsman, beer and titties, fuck yeah, America, cowbell. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Crazy Scotsman Joey's going for a participation award like his mom always does. Shut the fuck up. Hashtag shut the fuck up, Joey. She's a master at it. Multi-Gunman, I made it early this time. Bonus. And you know what you get for being early? Gunwild, 6 playa. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. You know, I got shit to do. Ain't got time for this. Ain't got time for this shit. So what is it when you've blended whiskey? Is it like more blended, or is it like the bottom of the barrel, top of the barrel, middle of the barrel, everybody's bottom? Everybody's bottom. Bada bing, bada shot. Scotsman? Hope that wasn't in there. Gunwild, you don't want Obama rounds in your gun. He didn't work, remember? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, we went with the Talons. Yeah, the mags stay in this one. I carry one. I know you've been extremely happy with yours, and it's like this gun just doesn't want to be my friend. It's like every single time I get over one hurdle, I seem to fucking slam into another one. Okay, I can tell you right now, there is no damage. There is no damage to the mag catch in there. You can see it. It's got a little silver on the little shininess on the top. It can't possibly go in anymore. That's as far as it goes in, so it's not going to stick into the mag well of the gun any more than it's sticking in there right now. I took a mag apart just because I wanted to see, because I've heard comments and whatever about enlarging the hole. That's what Joey's mom said. So it's there is in reference to the bottom of the hole, the top of the hole. It just seems like it's not in the hole very tight, and of course I just pushed it out a second ago, but oh yeah, there. So needless to say, the recoil of firing, and it's not just this one. I have 3 mags for it. Coincidentally, these, one came with the gun, and Rich ordered 2 more, and they all say the exact same thing on them. 40 Smith & Wesson, made in Italy. So I don't know if somebody sent the wrong. I mean, it's not like I by accidentally mixed all the mags up, because one of the very first things I did is I wrote Rock Island on the bottom of one of them, because I had it out shooting, and it says 40 Smith & Wesson, made in Italy, and they all act exactly the same. Like this one, for instance, it's grabbing a little bit better than it normally does, but I mean, this is a rubber. It's the soft tap, and out it pops. I hit it so much lighter than what the felt recoil is. You fire it one time, and out comes the mags. So I don't have a fucking clue. I guess it's just going to get packaged back up and go back to Rock Island. Back at the Hall of Justice, though, the gun that it's either like 'em or hate 'em. But the little star, the mags stay in this. Matt Davis, beer just because it's tasty. Oh yeah, the plane thief was in my town. He used to move the planes. On the runway. Oh, so he has some experience. I mean, you just don't walk into a cockpit and look at a seat and then look at switches. Man, more switches. And go, hey, wonder which one turns the damn thing on. Gunwild, is that why Jolson was teacup and saucering the gun, because the mag kept falling out? No, Jolson never fired this gun, but I did. Yeah, if you hold your hand over the bottom of it, the gun's functioning. The gun is functioning fine right now. The firing pin spring that I Carry One recommended took away all of the problems. No cycling, no light primer strikes. Just and it's funny because I watched Rich's videos, never saw a mag fall out. You guys saw me out this winter. coincidentally, the third time in recent history that I actually got out to go shooting, and mag never came out of it. And I did have some instances where it ran, you know, like 8-9 rounds at a time. Right now, mag is gone after one shot. You fire it one time, and then the next time you fire it, you wouldn't fire because the mag popped down, and the round wasn't able to get raked off and seated. So it was an empty gun. Gun wild, yeah. The little bit of Christine's show I caught, John was loud and clear, and the guests were low and breaking up really bad. Oh, it was fucking hideous. J-Dog, here, and Keck. Holy sexy naughty, humongous beer brew babe balloon boobies. I said I wasn't going to read any, but Stephen Bush says, Hong Kong squeeze squeeze suck suck. I approve. I carry one. Apparently the guy who stole the plane wasn't aware that takeoffs were optional. Landings are mandatory. No, he did not have that part right. And Keck, rocking the fucking awesome Irish shirt. Cowbell. It is a cool shirt. Ed, love the brew babe. Hey, let's make a deal on the 30 carbine. Oh yeah, Ed. I talked to Ed, and I'm gonna ship Ed the 30 carbine, and we're gonna do a trade so I can get that Ruger 10mm off him. I'm sure that's not a problem, right? Yeah, and of course, I don't have a magazine for a carbine, so yeah, Ed pretty much had a tizzy fit. He was like, that would be a great. I don't know if this rear sight works with that front one anymore. I don't know. Long story short, this is a friend of mine, and I need to. I'm belayed on getting it shipped out. I know, surprise, surprise. I'm looking at Smile Money's box right there, and got another couple boxes over there. I apologize, but yeah, this actually belongs to a good friend of mine. And it was in town so that my gunsmith could put a new barrel in it, because the old one didn't have that crazy thing called rifling, where this one does. So yeah, Ed, I apologize, but I can't do the trade. I mean, if there's something else that you can think of, I don't need to tell you how badly I'd like to get a hold of that Ruger in 10mm. I don't own the full size, of course, because of you. I have the commander size, but as far as I'm concerned, anything that I have in a 1911, I'd rather have it in a 10mm. I know, call me a fanboy, whatever. I really like shooting that round. It's just an awesome round. But yeah, Ed, this is unfortunately I can't barter with you with this, because this is not mine. And to be totally honest, I'd rather have your Garand. I realize you want this so that you have a matching set, or not really a matching set, but a cool little set. But I'd take the Garand any day over this. So, yeah, there you go. Moving on, so this isn't going to be long. Aunt Keck, Murphy's Law. With that fucking guy, Murphy. Little buggy, don't go into my whiskey. Of course, you know, it's just I don't know what it is about this time of the year. Like, things start to freak out and go nuts. Like, holy shit, the the black jackets and the wasp and shit out right now. Ed, Beretta 92 was adopted by the military in 1985. Great review, E. Cheers. Thanks, Ed. Aunt Keck, nice job cutting it short, E. Mr. Holster, 18th. Mr. Holster, a minute 30. About time you got back to business. Get the business. I got some business to do. Ask you a question about my business. Smile Money. There was no chat room on Ms. B's show. I'm so offended. Well, that's because Christine's show was actually being broadcast or whatever on the Locked and Loaded's channel. So if you would have gone over to Locked and Loaded, it was right there. Yeah, John. John, there's some scenarios where you might want to consider maybe a 2, 3. We'll call her a 3 drink limit. I know, look who's talking. I'm just saying. I don't remember how many times he told me to go fuck myself that night. Foodmaster 212. 12th, I think. I don't know about that beer, but the intro babe was delicious. Oh, they both were. J-Dog, I thought I turned it off. Oh, talking about the dot? No, I doubt it was you. I'm sure I was one of the last people to be fucking around with it, but it still works. One cool thing about the Venom is that the battery compartment is on the top. The other one, the Viper, I think it's the Viper, you have to remove it from the fucking gun every time you want to change out the battery. So, hey, did I mention the mag stay on that one too? J-Dog, honestly, I put the target that far away so it was out past the front of my truck. Instead of seriously, if you fuckers were with, I think there's one time I swiveled the camera around when Corey was shooting the my latest AR-15 build, which, oh, by the way, as a side note, I was telling you that I might try putting the bolt carrier that I bought from DR Guns in to see what happens. Well, guess what? That bolt carrier, it's a Palmetto State upper. That's a Palmetto State bolt carrier, and it pushes around off, and it starts, but just before the bolt locks, it just stops. And the only way out of that is basically to pull it back and eject the round that never got chambered right, and then just let it go forward quickly. I put the DR Guns one in there, and as slow as you can let it go forward, it rips off a round, goes in, and fully seats. So I think I'm just going to leave that bolt carrier from DR Guns in it, and the one that was in there, I don't know, just use it for something else, or I don't know. It's not, I don't know, it feels like shag carpeting. It's just not, it's not smooth. It's got this weird, almost like truck bed liner texture to it. So, Rich, that is a sweet looking Galaka-doodle-doo. I need to shoot this month. It's been a long time and a long story. Yeah, you need to shoot. Rich again, yes, if I'm not working at work, we're getting rain out here. I really need to get some range therapy soon, like really effing soon. Rich again, well, this one sounds like a good beer and a good ABV too. Nice score on the E scale, and I'd probably love it. Another fine review, brother. Cheers, my friend. And that is my indication that Rich is out. Rich, yes, shooting helped so much. J-Dog, I Heart Club comment came from the car on my way home from thumb surgery. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how he did it, but J-Dog managed to cut like the end of his thumb off, but supposedly the surgery said it should look normal again. Stephen Bush, lube up the charging handle on the AR, maybe catching and slowing down the bolt carrier group. Yeah, I did think about that. One of the things I did when I got home was to pull the charging handle, the bolt carrier out, give a thorough cleaning of the upper and the charging handle and the bolt carrier, lube everything and put it back in, and it did the exact same thing. I don't know. Like I said though, I had a few problems. Once it's running, it's not stoppable. I mean, it functions just fine. There was never a time where there was a feed problem. It always happened right at the start, like, and then it would lock up. So I don't know. I feel bad. I don't feel bad. There's nothing really special about that bolt carrier. It's a heavy carrier, particle inspected, blah blah blah, that I got from DR Guns, and it's just a frickin' nice bolt carrier. I mean, if I was to do a high-end build, I'd probably do something in nickel boron or something like that, and this is just what I would call just an ultra reliable looking carrier. So I mean, I got a good enough deal on it where I really shouldn't feel bad. The price that I paid for that bolt carrier from DR Guns was actually less than I would pay for a bolt carrier from Palmetto State Armory. So, Tardisius, learning how to fly a plane by playing video games is like learning how to hit Max Scherzer. I don't know. I'm not a baseball guy. Fastball on YouTube. You always go down in flames. Cowbell. Ooh, the cowbell's getting some big action today. Since Tardisia sent it to me, if he requests cowbell, he'll always get cowbell. Joey Cuz, if you don't mind, let's just stick to them titties. Like lips first, Joey? Crazy Scotsman, just because I wouldn't want your liver for getting double whiskey. God, such an asshole.
And just make sure your liver doesn't forget.
Ooh, rimmed it. Let's see. How potent is the whiskey? Anything that's got any zip to it takes a little green off the top of the... Okay. Keep talking though. Hazman 440. IPA me ASAP. I like the way the man thinks. I carry one. I'm running the Para Ordnance magazines in my Ultra FSHC. Haven't experienced any issues with them not locking into place. Unfortunately, I don't have one to try. But why should I be experiencing a problem with a magazine that came with the freaking gun? I mean, obviously they are also outsourcing their own magazines from a different company. But shit, you know, I'd like to think that somebody shot the fucking thing before. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. if this was an out of the box problem, it would make more sense to me. But this is not an out of the box problem. I watched Rich shoot it. I shot it and didn't have a fucking mag fall out of it. Now I can't keep the mag in it. Stephen Bush. Oh, and I carry on. You are awesome. You know, it's kind of funny. He puts up a video, and I get notified that he just put up a video. I mean, like, I am in my I'm on the computer. I'm looking in my inbox. There's nothing from my carry on. I'm go over here. I look over. Some new emails come in, and I'm being notified that I carry one just put up a video. I go over and click on it. There's 275 views. You know how long it took the eBomi channel to get 275 views of the Justin's Final Mission first giveaway video? So I carry one. Keep living the dream, baby, because it'll be really nice if you never get targeted by YouTube, and then they start to fuck with you. Like John Solar's noticed the latest fuck you game that YouTube is playing. I will go to the video, take it. Maybe it's the Desert Eagle one or whatever, and there was like 121 views. I got like 6 or 7 email notifications after I had been there from people leaving comments. So I got 5 or 6 comments left by you guys, and it had 121 views. Or what John Solar has been noticing is that a video won't, if let's just say that it has 100 views. You come out, or you all say everybody that hears my voice comes over and watches the video, but nobody leaves a comment. The view count doesn't go up. John was actually going back into promo videos and leaving a comment, and he noticed every time that he left a comment where nobody else had left a comment, the number jumped. So if, hypothetically speaking, what John is noticing is that if you had 100 views on your video and then 1,000 people popped over and watched it but nobody left a comment, it would never raise above 100. And somebody else left a comment about about other things that aren't getting anything. Yeah, it's just YouTube. They're a bunch of fucks. And I think they're trying to get people to get as discouraged as possible. It really looks like that class action lawsuit is moving forward, and I truly hope it goes through and they fucking lose their ass. I mean, I'll admit, I demonetized both of my channels, so if you see a commercial, that is, you know, that's funny because YouTube is telling me that this channel is never worthy of advertisers. Did you watch a commercial before you saw this? Because if you did, you can thank YouTube. Because I don't have it monetized. They demonetized both of my channels, and then sent me a thing saying that if I want to monetize, I have to click on the link, and I don't know if you have to like asking our government for anything, if I have to beg YouTube to let me monetize. But they demonetized both of my channels, even though both of them are well beyond the criteria of why they were demonetizing some people and then basically stealing your fucking money. You know, you had to have like more than 1,000 subs, and of course this channel has been stuck at 1,300 and something subscribers for years. eBomi has been stuck you know, I see other channels, and I think it's great. I mean, I'm never gonna bitch about someone else, but you know, case in point, that Eric Petrie, that, you know, fucking awesome. Just seems like an awesome guy. Some of the coolest toys. Just super ass mellow. Just straight to the point on the videos. This is what I'm gonna do. Let's do it. Bye 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 bam. Thank you guys. You know, I had his thing listed to do a shout out, and now he's got so many more than the Ebomi channel. It'd be kind of, I highly doubt doing a shout out. I've mentioned him enough that people should go over and sub him anyway. But it's just an example. His channel has jumped up in a matter of months, if not weeks, and yet my channel, it doesn't matter what I do, if it makes any, you know, I'll get a day, I'll get like a week, you know, like yesterday I had five or six new subs yesterday. The day before I think there was like 10, and yet the number goes backwards, not forwards. Stephen Bush, ever wonder what happened to Let Freedom Ping? They had their giveaway and then they just disappeared. Even deleted their videos, and no response on their Facebook page. No, I don't, and I did a support video for them. I thought they were, I don't know, you know, I'm no one to comment, but, you know, most of the people that I seriously follow act like what it really is. You know, you're in your den, office, living room, kitchen, basement making fucking videos, and yet some people act like, you know, I've seen channels where the first video ever had better presentation grade than anything I've ever done. It was like, it looked like it was like an expensive camera, great audio, you know, if they're shooting or whatever. They got the little lapel mic. Yeah, I wanted to get something like that, especially for the shooting, because if you're not right there. But yeah, yeah. So very first video ever looked like something you'd see from a channel with 100,000 subs, and it just seems like for the most part, everybody that I follow and interact with, this is it. I'm in my basement right now, drinking a beer, talking to my friends, getting fucked by YouTube, and I hope the class action suit pulls their little panties to their ankles and fucks them up the ass. Oh, did I sound bitter? Oh, now I really have to go. Beer by the numbers. Stone always makes some solid beers. Cheers. I would normally not have agreed with you, but lately everything I've had has been pretty damn good, and I really like the delicious IPA. Jay, now that's a damn beer girl opening shot. Motorboat those thighs. Yeah, you sent me that picture. Jay, function, I can make another front blade any height. I didn't want to Loctite the rear sight since I figured you would want to sight it in. Well, I don't know, Jay. Typically, I'd and ask J Dog. I basically just took out my gauge, and I centered the rear blade in, and I used a little blue Loctite, but I have no idea where it's hitting. I think when you have it sighted dead on, it's shooting really, really low. But I'll play around with it and figure it out. I mean, Jesus God, I've before me and you ever talked, and you got your hands on the Eagle, I've looked at some sights for that gun, and they seem like they're all like $130 and on up for a rear sight. And to this moment in time, I've only seen one that I really liked, and it has the same back blade as yours, just a black. And that was that influence comes from the SIG. because I never thought I'd like that solid black, but that huge contrast between the fiber optic front and that back blade just makes it fucking super awesome as far as shooting goes. So either I need to figure out exactly where it is, or talk to you and see what needs to be done. But obviously, there's zero adjustment ability out of that rear sight on the Eagle. Douglas Walther, I learned to shoot on a video game, Duck Hunt. Douglas Walther, I also committed suicide. The Hornet Fixer, shit lips. You screaming asshole. Oh, I don't think I was talking. Was I talking about you? I don't know what I was talking. Johnny Watson has an active channel. Well, he watches people's stuff. He just doesn't do much. 4 videos total in 2 in 2017 and 2 in 2016. Blistering pace. I guess that's why he is asking whereas taking a break and doesn't have any in 2018. He's got his work his way into it for 2018. Mr. Holster, I would have drank your mini fridge dry, or at least Jack would have. Oh, I'm sure. Mr. Holster needs a strong guide rod spring or buffer pad. Now I don't know which gun you're talking about with that. Jolson, I bet High Life is better. Oh, shit! I got a package in the mail from this company. You know, the one that their symbol looks kind of like an erect penis, but that's just me, I'm sure. It's from Jolson. And Jolson, sorry, he had him ship it in a very nice, but yet pretty gay bag, and Christine liked it so much she took it. So a gift for you. Hey Eric, try not to bleed on any more magazines. From Jolson. Yeah, that's loading that fucking Grand Power. Good God. I like to know who fucking designed the mags for that thing. It seriously becomes a challenge on round 4, and it holds, what, 15 or 16 rounds? I shit you not. On round 4, I think round 5, my finger slipped off the round and raked down the side of the magazine, which stays in the gun, Rock Island, and so I was basically bleeding all over everything all day long. And Jolson sent me the Uplula loader, which out at the range last weekend, I used his to load the magazines for the Grand Power. Yeah, that is my only complaint about that gun. That fucking Grand Power is one of... It's just one of my favorite guns to shoot. It's just such smooth shooting. It's just that the magazines blow dick. I don't know if the spring in there, it's like, if that a New York compliance spring, you know, if somebody can actually get more than 10 rounds in this, they deserve it, and we'll let them. But this thing really works awesome. And this isn't new to me. I actually got one sent to me from Uplula for, I think, the AR that Chris, Army Stinger, won. So, but that was sent to me as part of the giveaway, and this one is actually mine. So, Jolson, thank you very much, and you know it's gonna get used. Fuck, man, these things work. These things work so nice. I mean, if you've never used one of these, it's grip, push, set the next one down in it, let go, come back. This is the Rock Island. Oh, it's not the Eplula. The front of the round was hitting the magazine. So yeah, it's like that fast. So Jolson, thank you very much. Yeah, they make a bunch of these, but definitely I'll try not to bleed all over everything. Jolson, the long gong was at 125 yards. And the short one was like at 65 yards. Yeah, so you know, the stereotypical armcore quarterbacks. Actually, I haven't seen a troll leave a comment on either of those videos, but it's just like, you know, we all do a fair amount of shooting and missing the gong, but keep in mind the stop sign is the same size as a stop sign, and somebody, J-Dog, put the fucking thing out at like 65 yards. I mean, that's awesome if you're like really, really good, but I'm not. J. Wolf primers are the best primers money can buy. FYI, Remington primers are the worst, then Winchester. Okay, I'm already late, so I'm going to hit the refresh button and go for the iHeart Club. In the iHeart Club is Crazy Scotsman iHeart Club Fuckers Whiskey. Jesus. J-Dog, have a whiskey for me. J-Dog with a bunch of hearts. Gunwild, cheers mofos. Smile Money, this is iHeart Club meeting is cutting into my prep for the Hornet Fixer in the Hangar show. Yeah, and making me late for it. So that's it's going to be an interesting Hornet Fixer show. I don't want to have to clean it again, so. Ooh, yeah. So when I don't show up for Jim's show, hey, fuck you all. And that brings the iHeart Club meeting to an end. Golden Ale. You know, but the only thing I can say is it's got a malty creaminess to it. Other than that, it's 5%. On the E scale, I'd give it a 5. Okay. I'm going to go do Jim's show and then come down here and clean up this mess and cry all over the Rock Island. Really discouraged. Really discouraged. Yeah, I think the only way I'm going to resolve this is send it back. You know, the other one had to go back for a problem, and they fucking did everything to it. So, okay. Cheers. That's the Hornet Fixer.